Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire. Boxing Empire. Back for boxing. Now, man, crazy news, man. There's a mutual agreement between Canelo Alvarez and Jamie Munue, and basically, man, they decided not to fight each other, man. They decided not to fight each other. Now, Canelo shockingly gives a quote and says he'd rather not fight, his own Mexican countrymen. That he represents Mexico, and he doesn't like the idea to fight other Mexicans. So, it's wild because, when people bring up Jamal Charlo, they bring up Demetrius Andrade, and they bring up the top black fighters. A lot of black fighters, people want them to see the Mexican fans really want them to fight each other first before they fight Canelo Alvarez. But Canelo Alvarez is saying that he's not gonna fight no Mexican fighters, man. He's not gonna do it because he didn't like the idea when he fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and he didn't like the way it felt. So apparently, he's sticking to his own. So they're teaming up against everyone else, but they're not gonna fight each other. So crazy stuff from Canelo Alvarez, right? I gave her basically let's say synopsis of what he said. I can get into exact quote, and I'll read this. This is exactly what Canelo said. He said, "I represent Mexico. I do not like the idea of facing a Mexican. I will not face a Mexican again because I represent Mexico. I don't like the idea of thinking about facing another Mexican. I would not like to do it anymore. I like to stay committed to that because I represent Mexico." Canelo told ESPN. So this is exactly what he said, man. Which is mind-boggling stuff because we want to see you fight the best, and we don't want to see you fight. Jamie Munue is a phenomenal fighter. He actually shocked a lot of people by destroying the guy who beat Miguel Cotto. The way he beat him was Saddam Ali. He beat him shockingly. No one's seen this guy coming. Yeah, Jamie Munue is bigger than Saddam Ali, but the way he beat him was sort of shocking, right? And Jamie Munue has went on to beat people like Liam Smith or Liam Williams, one of Liam guys. Jamie Munue started making his own name for himself, and has he deserved the title shot? Probably in my opinion. As far as Mexican fighters goes, he's probably the biggest Mexican name that I know of, at least, that has a title that has world championship level between 154 and 160. Even though this guy is only a 154 fighter, that doesn't matter. A lot of the former 160 fighters right now are 154 fighters. Demetrius Andrade being one of them, Jamal Charlo being one of them. So list goes on and on. Shockingly, actually, even my boy, God, what's his name? Even one of the Jesus Christ, the guy who Billy Dishonest beat recently, or his biggest victory. I can't think of the guy from Canada, but yeah, even he's a former 154 fighter. So the thing is, this guy Jamie Munue, he's a really good fighter, and I really want to see Canelo fight him in the immediate future, because this guy, he's a good fighter, and I just don't like the idea that he's not gonna fight a Mexican fighter just because he's Mexican. That doesn't make any sense. That's not really too good of a reason. Canelo Alvarez said he represents Mexico, but he's only really fought one big name Mexican in his whole career, and that's Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He hasn't really fought. He never fought the legends or anything like that. And usually in boxing, the newer fighters fight legends before they catapult to superstardom. Oscar De La Hoya, he actually fought Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. before he became looked at as the best Mexican fighter. So that was definitely a thing. So Canelo Alvarez, man, we'll see what he does in the future. But as of now, he decides not to fight any Mexican fighters, and he's basically teaming up and saying, "Yeah, nah, man, we're gonna do it together." Which is crazy stuff, man. But I think this is interesting news. Maybe other fighters might try to do the same thing and say, you know what, I'm not gonna, because what if a black person came out and said, I'm not gonna fight any black fighters, and then everyone at 160 who's black is not gonna fight each other, like Daniel Jacobs, Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo decides to say, nah, man, we're not going to fight any black fighters. We're just going to fight everyone else. Oh, shit. And that Canelo, and that fighter I was talking about earlier who came up from 154, David Lemieux. That's what I was thinking about. Jesus Christ, I went blank for a little bit. David Lemieux. But yeah, he's actually a former 154 fighter. Went up in weight. So, a lot of top 160 fighters are former 154 fighters. So, the thing is a fighter going up to 160, it's been done so much that Jamie Munaway fighting Canelo Alvarez is not far-fetched at all. Plus, Jamie Munaway is known as a big fighter at 154 in the first place. Every time he fights someone, he's just so much bigger than him. So we're gonna see how everything unfolds, man. Maybe I don't know how this is gonna work, but I know for sure that Jamie Munaway is signed with Golden Boy. So maybe Golden Boy is just trying to build up two Mexican superstars at the same time, two different weight classes. But at the same time, someone brought them up. Canelo Alvarez could easily just said, maybe he's just too small. Maybe in the future when he gets to my weight class. But Canelo Alvarez just said, nah, man, I'm just not gonna fight him. Period, just because he's Mexican, which is shocking. It's shocking. I feel like they should fight each other eventually. Maybe not right now, but definitely they should fight each other. Just because, when people always talk about how Mexicans fight toe to toe and everything, who doesn't like to see that? Who doesn't like to see a slugfest between two Mexican fighters? I love that, as long as they're Mexican, because that's their style. So there's no, there is no, there's no pride or anything like that. There's just, okay, you stand, I stand, and this is how things are gonna be, because that's just the culture, man. That's the culture, toe to toe. But yeah, man. Anyway, these fighters are both big power punchers, and I think it'd be a really exciting fight. So I was sort of shocked that he said something like that. And yeah, man, usually these promoters like inside fights anyway. Basically what that means is when you got fighters signed to one promoter, usually the promoter likes the fighters to fight each other just because it'd be easier to make the splits and everything can be made extremely easy. Shocking stuff by Canelo Alvarez, though, man. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. Canelo says, I'm not going to fight another Mexican. I represent Mexico. I'm not going to fight him. It hurts me to fight another Mexican. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you guys feel about it. This is The Empire. Jew Basque Empire. Peace. Jew Basque Empire. Peace.